to the Tower Coffee Hour, your news channel from the Mueller neighborhood in Austin, Texas. I am Preston, or Tyree, your host for this episode, which will be covering the June 22nd meeting of the Mueller Neighborhood Association. Our chair, Sarah, kicked it off with a round of introductions, which was welcome as we had quite a few new members and neighbors at the meeting. This meeting was unusual in that 2 local businesses donated food so we could have lunch. We had 4 different kinds of tacos from Veracruz Fonda and some great pizza from Aviator Pizza, so we didn't go home hungry. We have 2 upcoming events. Monday night is the book talk with our neighbor, Megan Kimball, and then we're looking forward to the 4th of July parade. The microphones are not working well, so the sound quality is not what we normally get in that room. So let's go see what it looks like.
Hi, my name is Samir. My wife and I moved to Austin in 2021, and we moved to Mueller last April, and it's our first MNA meeting.
I'm Nihana. I first volunteered at the food celebration that happened recently, and I'm really excited to volunteer for some more events. We really love this neighborhood.
Hi, I'm Sarah Clark. I came in 2009, so 15 years this month. So, came to Austin, I guess. I've been here for 40 plus years, so. Is there any natives here? There you go. There we go.
It's your turn, Sophie. Oh, sorry. Hi, my name is Sophie. I'm impersonating a garden and appreciation for all of you who like to garden and have those wonderful sceneries at your house. My name is Sherry Taylor, actually, but everybody calls me Sophie. And I'm apartment dweller, former military. We got an 80-year-old going to the White House, so I thought, why not go back in the military? If you see me in a uniform in the parade, I am trying to recruit some folks from the State Guard to come and join in the 4th of July parade. Oh, and if anybody's interested, seriously, they're allowing people to come back into the military at 40, and if you're prior military, you can come back in until 70.
Oh,
really? They can put you in an AC answering phones because you know military protocol and let the able-bodied people go down range. So, if anybody's interested,
Thank you for your information.
y'all fun.
I'm Karen Green. I've been in Mueller for a year and a half, and I'm a recipient of the Affordable Housing Program. Which wonderful. Great.
Well, hi guys. This is my first meeting too. My name is Brian. Me and my fiance moved to Austin like 3 or 4 years ago. We've been keeping an eye on Mueller because we were interested in moving here. I'm currently the general manager at Veracruz, so I hope the tacos were good. But yeah,
A celebrity.
Yeah, you're more than welcome there. Feel free to say hi whenever you stop there.
Thank you.
Hey everyone, good afternoon. My name is Ryan, born and raised here in Austin, Texas. Yes, I was actually a little bit north, but I currently previously I was a lifeguard here at John Gaines in Elwood some years ago. So I'm just here supporting my wife over here, and she just moved into the area not too long ago. And I'm just glad to see everyone here, and hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day.
Hi everyone, I'm Ty, and I am a member, and just a year ago yesterday, I signed the paperwork to buy my first home in Mueller. And I love this community. It's a dream come true being here, and yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's really great. Awesome.
So hi everybody, my name is Sergio. I'm a graduate student at the University of Texas at Austin and also an intern with the Parents Climate Community. And I'm one of the guest speakers here, so I would like to thank the Neighborhood Association for having me here. Thank you.
Do you want me to go? Yeah.
My name is Karen Swenson. I've lived in Austin since 1985. moved here in 2012. I'm on the steering committee as an ex officio member for, it's my 3rd year. And I'm also on the events committee with Andrew and Kat for the POA. And there you go. And I live across the street from the Wedge. So anybody that doesn't know what that is, come ask me. It's a secret.
Hello, everyone. I'm the other Ty in the neighborhood.
You're another Ty?
Yeah, there's the Ty over there. My name is Preston Tyree, so I'm called Ty. I've been on the steering committee twice. I've been vice chair twice. I've been here 7 years. Been in Austin 35 years. And I'm with Ani Colt. We're getting ready to move to our 3rd place in 7 years. So yeah, it's a lot of fun in the neighborhood. And I try to stay active. All right, here we go. Your turn.
Hello. I'm sorry, I was in another one right now. I'm Coco, Jaden, Jacob. We just moved here in September, and this is our first meeting.
Jacob.
might be our youngest member.
Jacob, like you said, we've been here less than a year. He's been here less than a year. And yesterday was our anniversary. That's it.
Hi everyone, my name is Sally Acevedo. I live in Austin since 2017 and in Mueller since 3 years ago. I live in I-351. I am part of the steering committee as a vice chair, and I am very happy to live here, great neighborhood, and very happy to see so many new faces. Welcome.
Oh, hi everyone. My name is Mei Li Vong. I was born in Vietnam, been to Hong Kong, lived there a while, grew up in Houston, A-Leaf area, if anybody know, and then I moved to Austin 2 years ago. So been in Mueller about 2 years, and I am an avid bicyclist and building infrastructure for all ages and all accessibility. So, hi.
And she brought the pizza.
Yay!
Me?
Yes.
Hi, I'm Gary Jacobson. My wife Sherry and I moved to Mueller in 2015 soon after we both retired from the Dallas Morning News. Our daughter, son-in-law, 2 grandkids, and our son, a vagabond, also live in the neighborhood within a couple blocks. We have loved it here. It's a good neighborhood. And I am on the steering committee.
Oh no! I was going to duck into the. Hi everyone, my name is Mark Weiser. I teach at UT French, and I've been here about 2 years. I'm very happy to live at Mueller.
Great.
Welcome. Thank you.
I'm Greg Keller. My family moved here in 2013, first as apartment dwellers across the street, and eventually we bought a house over by Ella Wooten. Our goal is to be that house, and we've done pretty well, because we used to be asked my neighbors. Yes, the pink house on Pinckney.
The pink house.
Pink house?
It is now.
Anyone there want to introduce themselves?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello. Hi, I'm Susanna Erler. Great to be here. I'm a member. I grew up in Austin, and I've been in Mueller for 3 years. Thanks.
Jennifer, are you here?
I'm here. Hi. My name is Jennifer. I came 2018. We're in
Okay, so now for the fun part of the meeting, I'm going to introduce Roger Davis. He's from the Greater Austin Black Chamber, but he's also really involved involved in the Black Professional Alliance, and he'll tell you about his organization and how to get involved and other initiatives that might be relevant to the East Austin community. Thank you for being here, Roger. Do you want to come up here? I think the mic isn't working, but Joe, did you have something?
I have one question. We have a lot of new people that have never been here before.
Yeah.
I'm wondering how they found out about it.
Oh, yeah.
Is it online? Where are we, how are we getting the word out?
Facebook?
Facebook? Okay.
For people who it's their first time, how did you find out about us? If you can shout it out.
Instagram, and there was a physical memo sent to our restaurant. So.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, social media for sure.
Is it because we had food?
Well, because I was following the tacos. I'm like, where are you going?
Well, Roger, you have the floor.
Well, good afternoon. It's a pleasure to see all you great and talented folks who found this wonderful community to be a part of. I try to keep my hair cut short so you can't tell how old I am, but I'm originally from Chicago, but by way of Florida, I got here to, and Minnesota, I got here to Texas. And retired after 35 years from 3M, 15 years from H&R Block. And so now I'm working on my third retirement. I work part-time with the Greater Austin Black Chamber of Commerce and in the other organization, Black Professional Alliance. Both are nonprofits, 501c3s. Some people have cared about the word black in there, but by being a 501c3 organization, we are eager to help all and anyone who's eager to build their business, connect with businesses, help their career or their second or their third career like me. And Black Chamber has been around since 1982 here in Austin. Our office is located at 912 East 11th Street here in Austin, and that's right next to Franklin's Barbecue.
Oh,
You're hoping if I can get you some barbecue, but unfortunately that line is too long. It's a long line to stand in to get that. But we'd love to have you come to be a part, whether we can help you directly or we can connect you with the right people, whether you're looking for customers, you're looking for clients, you're looking for vendors, you're looking for capital. That's what the Chamber's mission is there to do. We also work with the other 4 or 5 chambers. So we got the big Austin Chamber, which is also a part. We're a part of a group called DECA. We love acronyms. That's short for Diversity Ethnic Chamber Alliance. So that includes the big chamber, young chamber, black chamber, the Asian chamber, the Hispanic chamber, and the LGBTQ chamber. And all of us basically have the same mission, and we work to assist you to be successful. Many people, have businesses while they're working or after they retire. So we want to assist you in that regard. We have a lot of Black Chamber activities, some monthly, some quarterly, some annually. For example, this coming Wednesday, we have what we call 4th Wednesday luncheons, and we rotate them because we know everybody lives in different parts of this wonderful city of ours. So on June 26th, we'll have a 4th Wednesday network luncheon at a black business in Round Rock called Mary Mudd's Potter House. So it's a place that sells arts and crafts. And then there's a catered lunch. There's a small fee, but it basically pays for your lunch. It's $30 for members and $40 for non-members. And then in July, we'll be at Mr. Catfish, which is a black business in Central Austin. And so everyone, you know, individuals, entrepreneurs, business, you're welcome to come and network, and you come with the vision of what you are looking for yourself and your business. A lot of people ask, you know, how can the chamber, how can the chamber membership help you? And the way I kind of explain that is, it's like buying a gym membership. When you buy that gym membership, you just stay home. It won't trim pounds off the pizza. You have to get those alterations. But if you use it and you come to meetings with your goal in mind on what you need, well then that really helps us help you and connect you with the people that can help you. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter white, black, green, blue, and polka dot. The real color is green. We all, so we other than the red blood, we all have interest in the green. And we can help you successfully keep that flowing. And as probably you all know, the bills keep coming. So we want to help you in that. The website is pretty simple. It's austinbcc.org. Austin, Baker, Charlie.org. And you can see our mission, see our membership directory. Of course, we definitely encourage you to support and patronize our businesses. And in addition to the monthly fourth Wednesday luncheons, like I say, we partner with the other chambers on August 9th, and it's going to be at the City of Austin Permitting and Development Center, which is not too far from here. That's called Lincoln Village, I used to call it. It might be called the Link now. And basically, that's going to be a small business opportunity summit, and all businesses are welcome. There'll be different information on city and state services to benefit your business. So if you are thinking about starting a business or in business, we hope that you attend that. And then also our annual gala is October 15th. And so we'll be hearing more information about that. And then I'll mention something also about the Black Professional Alliance. Basically what that is an umbrella organization for major black organizations in town. Because if you're in business and you're planning to grow beyond just selling arts and crafts to your family and a few friends, well then you're going to have to build a team. And basically what that is made up of is, and it include any additional major black organizations, but people say, well, why does my organization apart? Well, I don't have a name, number, and email of somebody who wants to do something. So the organizations that are currently apart, black accountants, black lawyers, black doctors, black firefighters, black engineers, black nurses, Urban League, and I'm old because I can't remember the other total up to 25. And their annual event is September 19th. It's going to be at Texas Empowerment New School on Harris Branch and Palmer Lane. So you get a chance to meet all those organizations, connect with them, volunteer. All of them have events and so forth, benefiting the community. Maybe some of you even saw them out at some of the Juneteenth parades that just passed. And so our goal is to help whatever way we can help you succeed in your business. You can go to, and that website is real simple, it's blackprofessionalalliance.org. I have plenty of cards here. Would love to talk to any of you any way I can assist you. And if you give me your card, I can sign you up for the free email newsletter that BPA sends out, or you can go to either of the websites to assist you. And, but I just really appreciate Sarah for giving me the opportunity to speak to you. Now, of course, also on my third job, I work part-time. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. to make sure I have time to spend with the grandkids. When I was working taxes, I was always in the evening, and I would miss activities. So this way, but if you call me, email, text me, I'll definitely get back to you and work with you at a convenient time. But I just want to let you know. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9 a.m. to 1 is when I'm there, unless I'm here. You may ask me to come and speak or participate. And for example, on August 9th, that's an all-day event, and it's on a Friday. So you already know I won't be in the office. But I will be there, and you can talk to me there. But I don't want, hopefully I didn't take up the whole 10 minutes, but I'll stop for question and answer if there's time for anyone. Well, thank you so much for letting me come.
Do you sign up for the August 9th event that you mentioned, or how do you participate?
You should be looking for that real quickly.
Okay.
We just finalized, because we actually looked at having that event here.
Oh, in this building?
Right, and we actually did a tour and so forth, but there were some parking challenges and some other things, because we wanted to do some breakout sessions as well, because every business is at a different stage. Some businesses are at the infancy stage. Some are well organized and they're ready to make the next level to go global or national, and some are kind of in the middle. And so we wanted breakout sessions, and we couldn't facilitate that here. So, but this is a wonderful space. I do remember coming here. Excellent question. Yes, ma'am. I saw your hand.
Oh, yes. I was wondering, had you been made aware of the Juneteenth interest in having the event at Palmer Auditorium? Every June, it's going to be hot, and it puts people at risk for health to try to remember that legacy. In small towns, they have a problem with security because everybody knows everybody. So you add, the heat to trying to have grandparents bringing grandkids is a mess. So there's an effort right now trying to get Palmer Auditorium to adopt Juneteenth the way they do for the the Thanksgiving every year, Christmas meal every year, the Austin yard sale every year. It's inside and it's in AC. So we're trying to push that for next year to be sure we won't put people at risk who are trying to recognize the legacy of Juneteenth by having it inside at Palmer Auditorium.
Excellent suggestion. Lee Dawson is the person I'm aware of that coordinates the Austin Juneteenth parade, and also the festival at the end at HT. And then there's also a festival put on by the Austin Area Urban League. There's that Turner Roberts Center.
Yes, I'm aware of that. I'm a life member over there, but it's still going to be hot. It's June. So no matter how many misters, how many buses they have to get people there, it causes a health risk.
Now, of course, I'll definitely mention that, but there is a cost factor in having it at the Palmer, and that might be why that neither Mr. Dawson or Mr. Dunlap has went there, because, for example, I kind of rotate between the two. This year I went to the one at Turner Roberts, and it was free food for everyone. They had free entertainment. I don't know if you For those, you know, those who surf the social media, I don't know if you found that, but that might cut into the cost of that.
But see, my point is, I'm sorry, I'm going wrong, but Thanksgiving is a federal holiday. Christmas is a federal holiday. They sponsor the big feed, the people thing there, and that does not cost the people who are coming there. So however the city writes it off, they write it off because it's a community benefit. So there should not be a cost.
I agree with you. Don't get me wrong. 100 degrees, I prefer to be inside in the air conditioning. I totally agree with you. Those would be the two individuals. If you're interested in volunteering there, I definitely can meet with them. I'm mentioning to them. But Lee Dawson handles the main parade, and Quincy Dunlap handles the other festival. Any assistance, I'm sure he would appreciate that. A good question. Right. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Robbie.
Well, I'm sticking around. The wife's car is out, so she might text me, come pick me up. But other than that, I'm here until the end.
Thank you. So our next guest speaker was swim instructor Haley to tell us about upcoming swim lessons, but she had to cancel last minute. Beryl from the pool committee will give an update, but let's have our other guest speaker first, Sergio, who is from the Parents Climate Community, and he's going to tell you about upcoming workshops that may be of interest to the community. Sergio, you want to come up?
Yes, thank you. Is it okay if I pass around some flyers just to provide a little bit of visual and more context to what I'm about to say?
Can I help you now while you talk?
Yes, I will.
Okay, section 12. Okay, I'll pass one on this end, and you also may pass it on, and I'll go over to the other end.
I don't think the mic's working, so
Oh,
just gotta project your voice.
Okay. So, hi everybody. Again, my name is Sergio. I'm a graduate student at UT, and also I'm an intern with the Parents Climate Community. And before I talk more about the workshop itself, I would like to talk more about who the Parents Climate Community is. So the Parents Climate Community is a grassroots organization here in Austin that engages parents and guardians to the climate movement here in Austin. And some of the things the organization has done is to highlight a lot of like child health respiratory issues here in the city, as well as public health inequities, and also to some of the effects of the expansion of I-35 here in Austin. And one of the main goals of the organization is to create an intergenerational dialogue between parents and guardians, and also the youth in regards to climate issues and environmental issues here in the city. So yeah, when it comes to the workshop, I would like to provide a little bit of history more about like what Photo Boys is. As you can see in the flyer, the workshop will focus about Photo Boys. And in the past year, in the fall, I was involved in this project in the Rio Grande Valley that involves creating a park in collaboration with high school students, with the youth. And that is an issue because a lot of times the youth, children especially, are overlooked in a lot of like municipal decision making or in the making of parks. So in this case, we wanted to do something different, especially because children, youth, adolescents too, like they are also active parts or active people in their communities. They know their communities well, they are effective a lot of the decision makers, and because of that, they should also be part of these projects as well. So that was like our main goal in regards to this project, in making a park with the youth. And before actually designing the park with them, something we did was called Photo Voice. So Photo Voice is a method that uses photography to create narratives. And through that, one of the main goals of Photo Voice is to create dialogue between the community and decision makers to then enact change. So what we did when it comes to creating this park with the youth was we first held workshops introducing, similar to these workshops, we introduced them to what Photo Voice is, environmental issues, like what environmentalism is, how does it affect our areas, and then what we did was then introduce them to Photo Voice, and also we gave them photography techniques, how to take pictures, ethical issues in regards to photography, and then that's when we gave them the prompt, hey, Like, what do you care about your community? Where in your community do you feel safe? Where do you feel unsafe? Where do you feel happy? Where do you hang out with your friends? Where do you go with your family, with your parents? And through that, that's when they went to the communities and they took pictures of these drums. So they took pictures of where they feel safe. They took pictures where they are with their parents, where they don't feel safe. And through that, that's where they all came back, and then we created stories or narratives together through these pictures. And through these pictures and through these narratives, that's when we find out a lot about the community that otherwise, like a lot of decision makers would not know. Again, because the youth, adolescents, and children are also at the parts of the communities that other communities go to as well. So some of the things that we found out in regards to how they view their communities is that sometimes a lot of the infrastructure, such as like soccer goals or basketball hoops or benches, they're not well maintained, and because of that, they might not be as excited to go to the park. Or maybe like their sidewalks to get to the park are also not well maintained, and that also affects them trying to go outside. Or also to public transit, like sometimes public transit is not available to them, and that might affect parents and guardians going easily to the park as well. So we found a lot of like systemic issues that might affect access and going to these parks. And also a lot of these issues too, a lot of people through their stories and through their photographs, they also told us that some of these issues also affected them not going outside. So that's also like another issue that we found as well. And then because of that, we found like a lot of the things that affect youth to go to the parks, and then through that, that's when we're able to finally start the design process with this park in collaboration with the youth. So yeah, the Photo Boys help us understand a lot about the community, again, because the youth understand the communities very well. And something cool about Photo Boys is that the youth were able to develop their own voices. They were able to say, hey, a lot of the things that the decision makers make, it affects us as well, and because of that, we want our own voice. We also want to be part of this process. So that was very cool about this project, that you were able to develop your own voices. And then this leads to these workshops here. So these workshops are also something similar, but instead we would like to focus more on parents and guardians. We would like to bring parents and guardians to the conversation, and also to how they can support their children in regards to like how they can engage with their own voices, how they can develop their own activism, how you as a parent can support them, while also to giving them space to also develop their own voices. So yeah, so these workshops here will teach parents and guardians to Photo Boys, what the tools are, and also like if you are part of an organization or a nonprofit, or if the community here at Mueller is trying to raise a certain issue, then Photo Boys is a really amazing way to go about that and raise that issue. And also it's a very interactive way to engage with your community members, because they're involved taking pictures and then create stories through it. So yeah, so here are the flyers that are passed around, and if you'd like to know more about it, like please feel free to talk to me, and also too, if you all would like to be engaged with the Parents and Climate community, I also can provide information in regards to that and contact information of the board members there to talk more. So yeah, thank you all for having me.
What's the age range of the children who participate in the program?
The age range was 13 to 18. And then these workshops are basically, all adults are welcome, but this will be geared towards parents and guardians specifically. So.
Sorry, I think I may have missed it. What is the overall mission of the Parents Climate Community?
So it's to engage parents and guardians, and also families as well, to the climate movement here in Austin.
Okay.
Yes.
That's the name makes sense. Yeah, thank you.
Yes. Thank you all.
Carrie, are you sticking around? Yes. Okay, great. Okay, so next I want to call up Meryl to give an update on upcoming swim lessons and things like that.
Hi, everybody. Okay, so we had arranged for Kaylee Watley to come and talk to you all about the swim lessons.
Speak to the microphone, please.
I don't think it's on. Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, sorry. I'll talk loud.
Yeah.
So I was just saying that Kaylee Watley is the swim instructor who provides private lessons to families, children, adults at RT swimming pools. She was going to come talk to us today, but was unable to make it at the last minute. So she asked me to share this information. She has available swim lesson time slots, Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. The classes are 30 minutes, and it's one-on-one instruction, so you're not in a group, it's one-on-one. She's been teaching here for 3 years, and she has a calendar online where you can register, and the website is www.whatley.com, and that's WHATLEY. We can jump to type that in.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay, I can type it.
So, that's all.
Ms. Good, may I ask you a question quickly?
Yes.
I'll speak to you privately if you'd rather do it. It's just a question about Wildflower residents and trying to establish a time for us to be at the John Gaines pool, because we're close to it. And we don't have any entry now or entree. So do I speak to you?
Yeah, you can talk to me afterward, and we can decide how to bring that
Thanks so
suggestion
much.
to the pool community.
And then one other question was about the tree line. I don't know if that'll be addressed to you and the pool people, or with new business later, maybe new business.
We can talk about it in announcements if you'd like, or you can also talk after. I mean, most of the steering committee members stick around afterwards. I know the tree line stuff is dealt with by the POA, not by us, but as an advocacy org, we're happy to help you if there's something you're concerned about that you want to bring to the POA.
Thank you. Thanks.
Okay, so we have a few quick updates about upcoming business and updates. I'll let you go soon so you can chat with whoever you want to. So first off, the communications committee has been working on the new website that we're transitioning to, and we're planning to release it in early July. So actually next week, the communications committee is going to review the new website we made, see if there's any major issues before we can launch it. So look out for that soon. If you want to be a beta tester, feel free to reach out and we can give you viewing permission so you can give us feedback. Second is t-shirt updates. You know, we had our shop live to get t-shirts. Many of you have purchased them. They're currently in production, and we're supposed to receive them in the first week of July. So whenever we get the t-shirts, we'll send the word out on how you can pick them up. But you can be sure that we'll have them at our upcoming event, so if you attend them, we can check off your name and give you your t-shirt. And then the steering committee has been wanting to talk to you all about how you feel about increasing our membership dues. Currently, they're $5 a year, which are really minimal, but we're primarily funded through corporate donations, but those require a lot of effort to raise. So we've been considering whether we can increase our membership fees, which haven't increased at all since I think the inception. So we just want to take a few minutes to see how you all feel about increasing our dues before we actually vote on it.
Yeah, how much are you guys discussing, what would be?
Something like $15 or $25 a year. But I mean, if you're willing to pay more, we can go with that. Does anyone have any feelings on hard cut off? At what point they would be super angry or upset or any?
Well, I think that the $5 a year almost doesn't make people take it seriously. It's such a minimal amount. Jumping up to $20 is a big jump, and I think I don't want to make a judgment on it in terms of deciding, but I definitely feel that dues should be raised.
What about 15? Does that not seem like as much of a jump?
Doesn't seem as much of a jump. It's a funny number, though.
Yeah, it is.
It takes,
About $12.99.
takes two bills.
If you raise it too much, you will lose some of the senior citizens who are on fixed incomes.
Right. Yeah.
You could have a senior rate.
Yeah, we can always have a senior rate or have some funds for people who can't afford to pay, right?
Would
you consider as a group like having a standard rate of 20 or whatever dollars, and then we could have a hardship rate, so anyone who needed a lower rate could just select that box. There's no approval process or anything. You can just say, no, actually I can only afford the 5, and then people can opt to a lower one if they need to.
Can you call it something besides a hardship?
Yeah, call it anything you want. Give them a chance to opt down. You just
People will choose not to be a member rather than ask for charity. That the $5 makes it possible for everybody. Nobody in our community cannot afford $5. But if we raise it even to 15, there are a lot of people who are going to say, it's not worth it for me. I think I'd rather leave it low and get everybody welcome, not make them ask for charity, and then continue, even raising it to 15, I don't think will make up too much of a difference.
Over there in the back, and we'll circle back.
Yeah, when I saw it was $5, I thought it was a great point of entry to something I've never done before. And just moving into the neighborhood, I just thought this is a great start to doing something new. I think I would have paid $10, but anything above that, I just felt like I would probably not do that.
Our meetings are open to anyone, even non-members. Would that have made a difference? Or
where's the incentive to come?
I think we had several hands, Gary, I think Meryl and Karen.
So one thing that Greg suggested that we could have done in the past is that we can have a rate, and then we could keep the rate the same, and we could have a column or a place where you could contribute a little bit more.
Yeah.
And that may be a good way of transitioning to a higher rate, or just keeping it that way. And honestly, I think what Sarah says is that unless if everyone in the community would pay $5 to be in this group, then we wouldn't be having this conversation, because we would have quite a bit of money. But we really have a problem with getting people to contribute at all.
Especially
And I appreciate those that do, really.
Especially the apartment community.
Gary?
Yeah.
I support those comments. How many members do we have in the MNA?
300 or so.
And we have 15,000 residents
Right.
now. The cost isn't a barrier.
Right.
Renters are not, we had the POA meeting before, renters are not represented in the POA. Your apartment owners are.
They can join the committees of the POA. They
know
can be
that.
part of the POA on the committees. You're wrong.
No,
Yes.
wait. We had this argument
Forms
before.
today said that.
Renters are not represented in this community as
They
are
can be
the
on the
homeowners.
committee. There are renters here today.
Yes.
You're wrong to just boldly state that.
I
You're wrong.
All right, let's discuss this later.
Whether they can, whether they're wearing.
I was talking to the people here, the owners of the apartment complexes will have a vote on the new board of directors. The renters will not have a vote.
Because they're not property owners.
Thank you.
They are residents,
Thank
though.
you. They're part of the community. We have 15,000 people. Excuse me.
I think we should keep it at $5.
Okay, for anyone who's confused about what the POA is, POA is the Property Owners Association, which had a meeting before our association. Our organization is a separate organization where we try to advocate for everyone in the neighborhood, whereas property owners are more, I guess, represented in the Property Owners Association, obviously. It's in the name. But anyways, I don't want to go off topic, but anyone else have any thoughts before we move?
So, as a member of the steering committee, I'd like to make a suggestion. I'd like to suggest that we do a benchmark study. I'd be happy to take that on, where we look at what other neighborhood associations are charging in Austin. We compare ours to what others are charging. We can look and see if they have any tiered rates, like senior rates or family rates. And then it sounds like I heard some questions about how we use that money. And I think putting together a proposal for the membership to consider maybe during a budget meeting would be a good way to proceed. What do y'all think?
Yeah, I think that's great long term, but I don't think that prevents us in the short term from changing the thing to say it's still $5, but if you want to contribute more. I feel like that's a low, whatever, you know, and people can choose to contribute more if they want, but they don't have to, and it's still $5. So I think we can do both.
And I think we can do that easily on the new website.
Done.
Yeah, go ahead.
I could also see having like a suggested rate of $20, so you can just type $5 into the box if you want. $5 minimum, but $20 suggested.
You call it adjusted.
Suggested.
We haven't recently, but that's a good idea. You mean like tabling in different areas and
Yeah, just like for instance, I had a hard time
yeah, that's something we can consider. If y'all are passionate about things like that, we do need more volunteers to help us do those kinds of things. A lot of the issue is that there's like a few number of people organizing events within the neighborhood association, and we could really use people who are like interested in community outreach and things like that. So if you're interested and have ideas, come attend like the next year committee meeting or something, and then we can put together a committee to help with initiatives, or just talk to us at the annual meeting. Cool. Okay, next up we have the July 4th update, which is coming up. Andrew, do you want to speak about the event and how people can get involved?
Well, it's going to be a great event. We have so many people wanting to participate that we're running out of room inside the Branch Park Pavilion. We'll have kitty rides, we'll have Amy's Ice Cream, we'll have Kona Ice, we'll have KG Barbecue, we'll have Fairways Cantina handing out tacos, so the food's covered. We'll have bingo, we'll have face painters, temporary tattoo artists, and balloon twisters, cotton candy. And we'll have the parade at 10 a.m. and then we'll have the parade from John Gaines Park to Branch Park, and then we'll have the mayor, we'll have Councilmember Cadre, we may have Congressman Doggett speaking, and then we'll move inside at 11 to 1 and have our festival. We are looking for volunteers. We have plenty of people doing the event, but we need to load in tables and load out tables, and that's what we're desperate.
Oh yeah.
People to like trying to think. Well, we'll be there at 8, believe it or not, but the tables will probably show up at 8:30 or so. But we really need people to move the tables and chairs in and out because we only have the pavilion for about 8 hours.
What time do you need volunteers right now? Like, what are the gaps that you're looking for?
Again, the big thing is moving tables and chairs in and out at 8 to 10, and then the event ends at 1. So, and there's a sign-up genius. The address is back on the table, the poster, and I bet you can find the sign-up genius. Sign-up genius is an online way to volunteer for things.
But we also have a list.
It's
You
on
can sign a list.
In back too. There's a link, but please come. It's going to be a great event.
You have a band too, don't you?
We have Boss Street Band. They'll be marching in the parade, giving us tunes.
3 questions also. Are you going to promote the, what do you call them? Pal? People who have pets. What do you call them? Paw
Oh,
parents?
I'm sorry. Yeah, we'll have a bike decorating contest for all you. The kids really love to decorate their bikes and ride in the parade. And we'll have a costume contest for all the people who want to dress up on 4th of July.
But we had a big turnout from people who are pet owners that wanted their...
We're not doing that year.
They're not doing that again?
Because it's so hot. I'm kind of worried about people bringing their pets on the 4th of July.
Okay. It was fun. Putting them in.
Any other committees have any updates? I know there's a few committees who are looking for help, such as the sponsorship committee and I think the membership committee. If you want to volunteer in either of these, talk to Karen or Joan. Is there any other committees that wanted to say anything or update anyone on anything?
Well,
Sophie?
I was just saying that since it is a patriotic thing, if there's somebody who has a family member or something that they have this memorabilia of military, bring it out and, put it on a flag or something, I don't know. But anyway, I will be talking to the State Guard about having members come and walk in the parade, since it's a patriotic parade. So anybody else interested in that? Also, we're trying to get the American Legion is trying to get a chapter in Mueller, because the only 3 chapters in Austin is way south, Sun City something, and way west, Westlake, and way in Leander. And so we could start one if we had folks show up and sign up, or have us sign up at the after parade, people interested in that. All we need is 30 people. I know it's 30 people in Mueller that have lineage of military appreciation.
There was something else. Oh yeah, some members had asked if we could give a quick update on the POA transition meeting that just happened before. I know there's a number of people here who were at the POA transition meeting, such as Karen, Andrew, I think Catherine, Meryl. Do you have anything you wanted to report back to the MNA membership about the meeting that just happened?
I believe they're going to post all the slides and the video, etc. by next Friday, I think. So there'll probably be a communication by messenger or anybody else. Karen?
But basically what happened was Karen Sharp did a presentation that kind of went through the whole history and the transition committee's been trying to figure out what the best management model for our POA is going to be. And so she led us through their thinking, and they've had a consultant, and she led us through their thinking and their recommendation, which is going to be Andrew, what is it called?
It's a hybrid,
Specialized
management system.
Specialized management system.
Yeah.
And I think it's really important for you guys to look at the information when it gets posted. And then the other thing that was really great was that they had different stations where they asked for input from the community on our consistent with the current visions that the city put forth, the different committees. Like if anyone is interested in being on a committee, we really need you. And apartment dwellers and renters are welcome on these committees, and we need them. We need you on the committees. And you can ask any of us that we all have a lot of information about this and are happy to share it.
So one thing I'd like to add, so there are 3 options that we looked at. One of them, was self-management, as you said. The other is a hybrid, which is self-management but outsourcing certain functions like HR and finance. The third option, actually there are 4 options. The third is getting a management company, but there's 2 options within that option. One is a portfolio company that manages a lot of different properties, and you're just one under a portfolio of many, and they have a standard approach that they take to how they operate all the communities. That's what associate is. And so the other option is called a specialized option, where it's a larger company that specializes in managing large communities. And so they aren't applying a cookie cutter approach. They're coming in and looking at what our community needs, how our community is structured, how best to manage our community. And so that's the recommendation that they're going to make, and there's more information. It was a great meeting, and if they have another one, I encourage everybody to come.
The other thing is that we're going to be having elections for the boards, And there's, the recruitment committee is going to be participating in recruiting people. And please consider doing that. That's, we're, they're going to be recruiting. We need to, they're going to have election. They're going to have a candidate forum in September, election in October, and then the reveal will be November 7th is when our next annual meeting is. Put it on your calendars. And
there's one other thing that I learned that I was really glad to hear. When you look at the master community or master board that they're proposing, in 2025 it would have 3 resident members and 4 commercial members. And so one of the questions, I actually asked it, was why aren't they even? Why isn't there a balanced representation? And the response is that every year it'll flip. So in 2026, it'll be 4 residents and 3 commercial. So that, and I understand not wanting to have an even number because of decisions that can be a challenge, and so having 7 is a better leadership structure in general. But I'm glad to hear that every year it'll switch back and forth.
but the goal really is that consensus is, the consensus management is, I think, the best way to manage. So, and they have that opportunity, and they've had that, they do that.
Right.
Home Base Texas was hosting over here, and the vice president of Home Base Texas is Robin LaFleur. But it's hard to pose questions if you have access to information. So if you email info@homebasetexas.org, it'll give you something to go on as to what the infrastructure is that you're trying to volunteer and get involved with. So you can get the education from info@homebasetexas.org, and it's in partnership with Habitat for Humanity. So that anybody interested in graduating from being an apartment dweller and becoming a homeowner, you can kind of get the education from that website, homebasetexas.org, and email to info@homebasetexas.org.
Well, that's what I had for you all, and I want to adjourn so you all have a little bit of time at the end. A couple of announcements is that our next steering committee meeting is July 1st. We usually meet in the conference room around the corner here. Our next general meeting in this room is July 20th. And then I want to do a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second.
Anyone don't agree with the motion?
Oh, I don't agree.
Okay, everyone that approves? Okay. Great. Well, I think both guest speakers are still here, so if you want to chat with them, and then if you want to chat with the steering committee members, many of us are still here. So thank you, everyone. I know it's Saturday afternoon, and many of you are here. Thank you.
Put this back.